Thanks for joining us on Valley News Live. We begin with a look at the Devil's Lake area. Thanks to our friends at Home of Economy. Gorgeous colors in the sky. And we're approaching that June month when the daylight hours are the longest. And June 1st, meteorological summer. But we've got some hitches in the giddy up to get through in the next 24 hours. 47 right now at Fargo at Hector, 52 at Moorheads Airport. Temperatures hovering around 50 degrees for many of us, as you can see on the map right here. The coolest weather, though, for Babe the Blue Ox and Paul Bunyan out in Bemidji, low 40s there, 46. Jamestown, 46 is along the international border and holding in the mid 40s as well. South Dakota. Speaking of South Dakota, along that border, it's been raining most of the day. In fact, all night last night it rained in some areas. And it rained and it rained and it continues to sprinkle. It's not nearly as heavy as it was, but the radar can estimate how much rain fell. Now, obviously, we got nary a drop in Fargo or along Interstate 94. The clouds had raindrops in them, but they evaporated before they got down to the ground. So these can be skewed. These are just estimates. Where you see the yellows, though, solid 1 inch or so totals possible in that blob there, 4+ inches. That's not far from you in the Britton, South Dakota area. And Richland County showing here that picked up several tenths of an inch of rain today. Again, the longer these clouds and showers linger in the southern valley, the better our chance of escaping some of the freezing temperatures. But it is already clear in the Arrowhead of Minnesota and northern portions of the valley as this weather-making system extends all the way into the central plains. Let's focus on the overnight forecast, and focusing on these clouds is going to be critical. Where they linger, things won't be as cold. Also, because we have new moisture on the ground that saturates the air, that's not dry air, and that humid air cools a lot slower. So I think our southern counties that got fresh rain shower activity into west central Minnesota have the best chance at seeing some fog, but also slightly milder temperatures, still near 40, 35 to 40 degrees down there. A good chance as we set things into motion towards morning of seeing some freezing temperatures in the north and particularly out to the east. And I do think even near Fargo, we could see some 32-degree readings or colder because we've been so dry the last few weeks. Now, as we go towards daybreak, temperatures will already be rising. Low clouds and fog possible out where we've had the rain all day. Then through the midday hours, sun breaks out. The wind increases a bit, 15 to 20 miles per hour from the south. Temperatures respond in kind, not quite up to average, but at least going in the right direction. Here is a look at that freeze warning for all of our counties. I think Fargo will escape the freezing in town, but that's still going to be close enough that it wouldn't be a bad idea to throw that cover on your plants or just bring the potted ones in. We are going to nuzzle up next to 60 and hover there for several hours, including over dinner. Remember, though, south winds or southeast winds, 15 to 20 miles per hour, and low 60s for most, mid 60s for a few. Cullum capturing some flakes. David, thanks for sharing your photo. That was this morning. This morning. We saw the flakes on the ground earlier in the broadcast as well. Big weekend ahead. Let's focus on this. Saturday, cooler, as we'll have clouds and showers right in the midday hours, but these will be exiting in the afternoon, looking pleasant. That means Sunday looks pretty good. Can't rule out a spotty shower as we return to the mid 70s and above average conditions for our Memorial Day. If you're heading out for a service, it looks delightful. Light wind as well. Next week, summer-like weather returns. On that first day of meteorological summer on Tuesday, we could even see a strong storm or two.
All right. Thanks, Hutch.
Yeah.
The countdown to the Great Minnesota Get